We know cowboys ride horses on the land. This is what we ride on the water. This river behind me ain't no Chattahoochee. This is China-hoochie.
This is proof that China truly has everything. I mean, we've seen Tony the marketing genius. We've met the Chinese Trump. And now, get ready for the Chinese Cowboy. And yes, he's got a southern drawl that could make a Texan do a double take.
Well, you can't stop me from entering America. I'm riding this across the pond. See y'all in San Diego.
If you caught my last video about Ryan, aka the Chinese Trump, you might remember a certain cowboy character who made a surprise appearance in one of Ryan's videos. A lot of you flooded the comments asking about him. And well, you asked, I delivered.
Well, I still can't understand why being Chinese is cool now on TikTok. I'm so not used to that, so I have to go back to Instagram to find all my haters. But what the hell have y'all done to my haters? Back in the day, I had the chance to talk shit back to them, but now they set their account to private. And they don't even let me to reply. Why are you making them so sensitive now? What happened?
Meet Bigtooth. No, he's not a country music character from an animated movie. He's a real guy, and he's blowing up on TikTok. His videos are all about southern charm, rural American life, and yes, he sings country music with a voice smoother than Tennessee whiskey. Oh, and did I mention, he rides horses like he was born on a ranch in Alabama.
How would you like to ride home on a real cowboy? I got a 6-pack of cold ones all night, so my room is out all night, so you can scream my name as loud as you need to, sugar.
If you're not really having a good day, I'll tell you a Chinese story. It's called 塞翁失马,焉知非福. Saiwon was an old man living on the edge of a big old desert. One day, his prized horse ran away. Now, folks around town here were all worried about him, saying, "Ain't no man, what bad luck you got there?" But Saiwon, he just scratched his beard and said, "Maybe so, maybe not, who knows?" A few days later, that horse came back. And guess what? It brought a whole herd of wild horses with it. Now everyone was saying, "What good luck you got now?" Saiwon just smiled and said, "Maybe so, maybe not, who knows?" Then, his son tried to ride one of those wild horses, and he fell off and broke his leg. Folks were feeling sorry for him again, saying, "Man, what a bad luck." But Saiwon, calm as ever, said, "Maybe so, maybe not, who knows?" A little while later, the king called up all the young men to go off to war. But because Saiwon's son had a broken leg, he didn't have to go. Everyone else was grieving over their sons, but Saiwon just shook his head and said, "Maybe so, maybe not, who knows?" I hope this helps with your emotional damage to date, because life is full of up and downs. What seems like bad luck might be a blessing to a hard motherfucker. What the fuck is wrong with my cell phone? What the fuck are you doing this?
But here's the twist. Bigtooth isn't from Nashville or Oklahoma. He's Chinese, but he actually lived in Texas for 2 years, soaking up the cowboy lifestyle like a sponge. Now he's back in Beijing, working as an engineer by day and transforming into a southern outlaw by night.
If you're a mega, man, I tell you what, man, you gotta watch the first half of the video. Si eres amigos mexicanos, por favor, mira la segunda mitad de este video. Bigtooth on the boots. We're out here on the Great Wall of China. My mega friends, y'all want to build a wall to secure the border and stop illegal immigrants. Well, I tell you what, man, if you're fixing to build a mighty fine wall, and you ain't got the sense to come over to China and take a gander at the Great Wall, I tell you what, man, you might be a fool, man, I tell you what. Look at these stand-on walls. During the Qing Dynasty, the wall was built using tapped earth and wood. Later, during the Ming Dynasty, more durable materials like bricks and stones were used, resulting in stronger and more resilient structures. Man, I tell you what, man, you want to build those thin walls on the ridge of the mountain. You want to build them along the riverside of Rio Grande, because you need the best view. You can't see the Juans and Jose's crossing the border. And this is a watchtower. It served as lookout points and storage for supplies. Well, in these watchtowers, it might be boring just standing over here looking for Mexicans all day. I tell you what, man, you bring a George Foreman grill over here, you fire up the grill, you grab some barbecue, and you crack open a few cold beers. That's what you do over here. Alright, my mega friends. Now y'all learned a lot. Y'all free to go on and get. Don't forget to like and follow. Okay, now let's talk about how LGBTQ plus minority groups maintain unity. Okay, now my mega friends should be all gone now. Let's talk about how to get through these walls. My amigos mexicanos, I know it's difficult to get through the wall because the walls are strong and thick, like Latino mamacita, but there is still muchas oportunidades. Primero, we need to practice running and climbing on the Great Wall, and I'm saying, homie, la práctica hace al maestro. Because Asians and Mexicans, we are good at climbing. We're flexible, we're not very tall, but we run fast on the wall, you know what I'm saying? American people, they are suffering diabetes, man. They cannot catch us on the wall, homie. When you want to get to the other side of the wall, you don't jump. No saltes, homie. You find places like this, and then you walk down. It's nice and easy, and then you go to the other side. But before you go to the other side of the wall, homie, don't forget to go to the watchtower. I told my mega friends to do barbecue and cold beers in the watchtower. Get some for the road trip.
His journey started on Douyin, the Chinese version of TikTok, where he made waves by doing something unusual, explaining redneck culture to Chinese netizens. That's right. He created an entire series breaking down what rednecks are really like, dismantling negative stereotypes, and painting a more honest picture of rural America than most mainstream media ever bothered to.
So I told them a redneck might not give you a friendly look when you first meet. They speak bluntly. If they don't like China, they'll straight up tell you that they don't like China. But from my own experience, many of them were willing to listen when I explained what China is really like. And when I faced like real struggles in life, they would help without hesitation. No backstabbing, never. Because as a Chinese person, no one understands the pain of being misunderstood better than we do. Trust us. So this video got 1 million review and 190k likes. And now, guess what the comment section looks like. So Music Lover says, rednecks got correct values and strong moral principles. And this guy is asking if redneck girls are interested in foreigners. And this guy shares an experience about someone was on a road trip in America and the car broke down, but rednecks helped them to fix the car and also tell them to go back to China at the same time. That's redneck. And this guy is saying if American broke into pieces, we should probably make friends with Texas first. This guy really likes Texas. Rednecks are the people who help you with the flat tire on the roadside and also nagging about it at the same time. And this guy is saying, no matter what you say, New York is the best. But you convinced me. If I have another chance, I'll go visit those redneck states. Those states are beautiful. And this man is saying, rednecks got the real deal and they will back you up when things are going down. And this man is saying redneck friends are nice. During the weekend, they would take you to hunt deer and squirrel and play football together. Sweet home Alabama. I never hated rednecks. Rednecks in general are nice. Family tradition. Arizona rednecks are nice. However, school bullies are rednecks. Y'all tell me if this is true or not. Where can I adopt a redneck? Right on. Indigenous people are the real Americans. Rednecks curse while changing the tires for you. In China, there are also many farmers and blue-collar workers who, for various reasons, rarely get the chance to travel the world, just like some of y'all. They might hold stubborn opinions, speak harshly, or come off as rude. But that doesn't make them bad people. Sometimes it hits me hard. The people who should be shaking hands and making friends, blue-collar workers, rural folks living similar lives, are instead turned into enemies over politics. That's the real tragedy. These are just my random thoughts. But with how intense the world is right at this moment, I felt like sharing about this is the right thing to do. And I'll do what I think is right.
He's not just a cowboy for clout. This man is on a cultural mission. So if you're into country vibes, a little social commentary, and the kind of content that makes you stop scrolling, Bigtooth is your guy.
The Red Note has taught me an important lesson. Sexual preference is not a choice. It's part of who we are. So one of my fans asked me how much time did I spend in Texas, and I replied with the name of a song, which is All My Exes Lived in Texas. And my other fan told me I better click on the translate button of my comment. Well, some of y'all might know that the translation function in Red Note is quite powerful. Well, I think it's more than that. So I clicked on the translation button, and this is how it translates. All my ex-boyfriends live in Texas.
Should I call you mister?
Well, I've been seeing myself as straight my whole lifetime, but I reckon Red Note decided to put me on that Brokeback Mountain. And also, that kind of explains why there are so many Chinese gay people on this app.
Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, drop a like and do Bigtooth a solid by commenting. We love Chinese Cowboy on his videos. The link's in the description. And hey, who should I cover next? Let me know in the comments. You never know what kind of global surprise we'll uncover next.